Legendary Duelist Soulburning is finally here. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. And yes, Kong's cards are going to have your pre-sales up this afternoon for this set. If you are interested in getting something, use discount code IMCL40 and save on your purchase. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can get ahead of the curve over there. So, starting things off here, my expectations are low on this set. If you're thinking that, oh boy, you know, we're going to get things imported from the Animation Chronicle, like the Fire Searcher, the important cards, not happening, all right? Those are MIA somewhere over in Animation Chronicle 2024, 2020, wherever, purgatory. So good luck with that. So starting things off here, Volcanic Inferno is confirmed a super rare, which is fine. I mean, like, it's going to be semi-easy to get, which, I mean, to be honest with you, I like this card. It's good. Balinix got a rare. I'm not upset in the least that Balinix got a rare. That's fine. Circle got the reprint in here as a common. Very, very strange that you're seeing a lot of this stuff and the rarities that there are. Salamangreat Tiger, I think, was the the easiest ultra out of everybody to actually open. It's the discard a Salamangreat card, special summon it from the hand, and then it's just a level 5 tuner monster. Its entire purpose is to make the new Phoenix card, which already you're trying to synchro summon in a deck that doesn't really want to synchro summon, and that's a pretty big no-no as it is. You're not going to try to play that stuff. I think the OCG played Tiger in 1 to 2 builds ever, and that was it. Volcanic Rimfire made it in as a rare. I'm okay with this, honestly. Like, one good part of the cards coming in on an ultra slot, that's doable. And Battling Boxer Shadow also got an ultra rare. Interesting to see. And then Almirage made it in here as a rare. Honestly, the easier Almirage is to get, the better. Like, it's a decent reprint there as it is. So overall, I mean, first little chunk of things here, not necessarily the greatest. I guess you do with that info what you will. We shift on over here, the Weasel. Now, the Weasel is a culprit of some shenanigans, because if you have 2 or more Salamangreat cards in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. Alright, if a Salamangreat Fusion, Synchro, or Link monster is summoned to your field while this is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can target one other Salamangreat card in your graveyard. This guy will dip on out, and you can special summon that monster to your opponent's field, and then guess what? You get to draw a card off of the Weasel. This makes it so that your opponent's going to have to take some damage if they want to try to battle phase evenly you, or something to that sort. Like, this card is actually pretty decent. Salamangreat Revive made it in as a rare. Once again, okay. The Revive was, and if you're playing it, it's like a one of anyway. You're not trying to bulk down on more than that. And then Volcanic Trooper over here, taking up an ultra rare slot. And yes, we did get confirmation that it is the bomb token. So I'm assuming probably in the next OTS pack, in October, we're probably going to get the illustrious bomb token that all of, you know, the Volcanic cards keep referencing, because, you know, handing it to your opponent is pretty good. I also don't know why Lead Yoke is in here as a rare, but that's fine. And then, of course, you see the Volcanic Queen reprint. Yes! We want Volcanic Queen reprints. This is one of those cards that you look at in the sense of the competitive scene, and you're like, oh boy, you know, we need more of these. C79 Battling Boxer Kaiser. The fact that you're going to have to do some shenanigans to try to make this thing is a little bit all over the place. And Salamangreat Charge came in as a rare as well. Charge is a one of as well if you're going to try to dedicate a slot to it. It really depends, once again, when it comes down to your deck building and what you want to do in terms of numbers, but we're hitting a lot of one ofs here. Next up, Volcanic Rocket also made it in here as a rare. I'm not a super big fan of seeing this as rare, but I mean, you've also got the shell in here as a common, so I mean, you can go pick up the slightly higher rarity. It depends on what you want. Burst Griffin made it in here as an ultra rare, and I just want to say right off the bat here, it looked like there were 5 ultras per box. No droplet light card in the set, none of that fun, exciting, good stuff. I also don't personally think the Griffin is that good of a card. I've seen people And actually, I haven't seen anybody play Griffin. Now, the Salamangreat of Fire over here. This is the card that is really exciting. On normal special, you can add a level 4 or lower Salamangreat card from your deck to your hand, except for Salamangreat of Fire. And then you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn, except for fire monsters. At the start of the damage step, if a Cyberse monster you control battles, banish this from your graveyard, destroy that monster you control. Alright, yes, this does have a built-in self-destruction effect, but it lets you dodge things and lets you actually abuse your field spell appropriately. But I will say, a lot of people said this card was really bad at the beginning of its life, and it has definitely held through. Battling Boxer Cross Counter also is in here as a super rare. Interesting choice for Konami to make that as a super. I'm happy with that. And then I see down here, Fire Ejection, getting the Percentatrix art on it. And once again, we get another reference here to the Bomb token. So that's 2 cards now that do make reference to the Bomb token. The Battling Boxer Chief Second also made their way in here as a rare. Not a super big fan of seeing that as a rare, but okay. And then the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. Yes, the new card that makes everything go round in here. The fact that you can activate it by sending a Blaze Accelerator from your hand or face on the field of the graveyard, and then you can only control one of these. And once per turn during your main phase, you can special summon a volcanic monster from your hand, and then once per turn, target one face of monster your opponent controls. Send a level 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that opponent's monster. This is the card that makes life easier. Now, as we shift on over here to the next piece here, we have the King Dempsey, the 2 level 4s that gives you the ability to basically engage with any Battling Boxer that you're going to want here. This is going to be a pretty cool card for a lot of the Warrior Toolbox decks to maybe consider wanting to play at this point in time. I mean, any Fire or Warrior monster is now, you know, searchable here, which is pretty good. And also, you can take any spell and trap card and either place it or do whatever you want with it for the Battling Boxer archetype. So the card's pretty good. Volcanic Emperor here. Yes, the card that makes life go around here. The must be special summoned from the hand or graveyard by banishing 3 Pyro monsters or a Blaze Accelerator. Alright, and then when you special summon this card, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each banished Pyro monster. Yes, 3100 puts a massive timer on your opponent. We also have the Battling Boxer Promoter, which gives you the ability to basically special summon out 2 good friends from the deck. The Battling Boxer Split effect is really good on this card. And then, of course, Raging Phoenix up here at the top, taking up an ultra rare slot. Why wouldn't it take up an ultra rare slot, right? The fact that this is the center piece of the set, you know, you want a Phoenix into Phoenix to be able to add any Salamangreat card from your deck to your hand. So you'll be able to tune for, or you'll be able to toggle for both of the traps, so you can make sure you can do your thing here. And then the sub effect wasn't necessarily the best on Raging Phoenix. It's just you want to reincarnate through itself to be able to get your search. Uppercut here on normal or special, you can add a Battling Boxer monster or a counter trap card from your deck to your hand. Yes, this actually searches for the Flamvell counter, which didn't get the reprint in here. We also get Volcanic Emission in here as well. Not a super big crazy fan of the value that's going on in here with that as a super rare. And then 7th Force also taking up super rare slot. 7th Force, random generic support for rank up monsters that actually isn't going to see much of a purpose whatsoever. And then our ghost rare of the set here is the Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. You know, I don't have much of a thought as to what they're doing with Sunlight Wolf in this set as the ghost rare, but we'll take it, I guess. If you're looking at this set and you're like, wow, you know, are we going to have good value here? Like, what's going on? It looks like you can buy a couple boxes and come close to completing everything you want. Flamvell Counter didn't get the reprint. Battling Boxer Sparer did not get a reprint as well. Animation Chronicle cards, you know, the Pyro Searcher, the things that help this out. This is somewhere off in limbo purgatory right now. We have zero clue when we're going to be getting these cards imported. And it's a big issue with this because you might be waiting 6 to 7 months in order to play, you know, these themes at their particular best. And that's a problem right now. And hopefully we'll see what happens here in the future. Maybe they'll import something in Age of Overlord. Maybe the tins will have something a little bit better, but this is a pretty big annoyance at this point in time. And at least Salamander Great players, you got some upgrades today. I guess you take that for what you will. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And I will see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day, guys. Oh boy, Sunlight Wolf Ghoster. Can't wait. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.